Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. And for this week's reading, I am using the Tarot of the Pagan Cats. And this is a very appropriate deck for me to be using today because I'm doing this reading in my cat foster room. So I've got two foster cats that I'm looking after temporarily until they get fixed and get adopted. And so they might be helping me out. I'll show you them. They're super cute. This one is Misha. She's a Siamese cross. Misha! She's in heat right now, unfortunately. And this one is called Ghost. And she's a beautiful, beautiful calico cat, long hair. And I think they're about a year old. Oh, here's Misha. Misha, you're so pretty. Okay, so on to the reading. Okay, so let me just zoom out here. Yeah, okay. So let's start with the first card, which is going to represent Monday and Tuesday of the upcoming week. Okay, so we have the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is all about transition and journeying and moving from one place to another place. So the beginning of the week is a time of transition for you. Now this could be a literal transition, like maybe you're moving jobs, you could be moving homes, so it could be something really obvious like that. Or it could be less obvious, so it could be something more symbolic, like maybe you're transitioning to a new way of living or a new way of looking at things. But there's definitely an element of change in your life. And you may even feel this increased desire for change and this increased desire to move on to something new and leave what you have behind. So that urge of discovering something new and that urge of starting fresh. And I think we all get that from time to time where we just want to start over. You know, we want to start fresh, we want to start with a clean slate, and oh, hello Misha. And we just want to, yeah, to start fresh. And I think the key here is to ask ourselves, are we wanting to start fresh because are we wanting to start fresh because we've totally messed things up and created something that we just can't deal with, like a Frankenstein kind of situation? Or are we wanting to start fresh just, you know, for good reasons? Like, are we wanting to start fresh because we just, you know, want something new and something yeah, something fresh in our lives? So that's a good question to ask yourself. And this card always makes me think of that whole grass is always greener syndrome, you know, where you aren't satisfied with what you have. And when you look at what other people have, or, you know, you look at other jobs and other places, it just seems more attractive than what you've got. So that's just something to kind of be aware of as you enter this week. Moving on to the middle of the week, Wednesday and Thursday. Here we have the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands, I really like the vibe or the message of this card. The Two of Wands is basically about contemplation, and it's about contemplating where you want to put your energy next. So this is about acknowledging where you're at right now, acknowledging how far you've come, acknowledging what you've done so far, and where you've put your energy and what things feel like they've been worth it for you. You know, where does your joy come from and what makes you happy? And oh no, Misha. I didn't realize this, but when cats are in heat, they do this weird thing where they like press their butt up against things, and it's so weird. I've just never seen a cat in heat before because all the cats I've had have been fixed when I got them. Okay, so bit of a distraction there. So what was I saying about the Two of Wands? This is a time of contemplation and deciding where you want to put your energy next. And you can only do that if you really acknowledge kind of where your energy has been the last little while and kind of evaluate that and decide, do I want to keep putting time and energy into those same things, or do I want to change that and put my time and energy into something new? Hello there, pretty girl. Okay, wow, these cats are really taking over. Okay, so the last card is the card of the weekend, and this is the card for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the card we have here is the Seven of Cups. And let me just adjust my camera. Oh, you pretty girl. Seven of Cups is all about choice. It's about variety and what can happen when we have too many choices. So what I love about the Seven of Cups is that this card is really about having a lot of options, but it's also about the confusion and the immobilization that can happen when we have too many options and we kind of get stuck in that place of either indecision or daydreaming. So when you look at this cat on this card, this cat is sleeping and is dreaming. And so this card can sometimes symbolize sort of just spending a lot of time daydreaming and not really going anywhere, or it can also symbolize having a lot of choices and not being able to choose or not knowing what path to choose. So when you get to the weekend, be aware of what your options are. I think that there may be options that you're not aware of, and really consider all your options. And this is interesting because when I look at these cards together, they really read very well linearly. So you've got the Six of Swords, which is all about transition and moving on to something new and leaving the past behind. And then you've got the Two of Wands, which is about kind of deciding where you're going to put your energy next. So after making a big change in your life, that would be a normal kind of thing to do, is, you know, decide, okay, what do I want to focus on now? How do I want to recreate my life? And then the Seven of Cups is what happens kind of shortly after that. It's where you're considering what's possible, all your options, and it can be overwhelming and confusing, and you might have a hard time kind of deciding what direction you want to take things in. But if you focus on this card about energy and where you want to put your energy, what feels worthwhile to you, I think that it's going to be easier to decide what cup to choose, what direction that you want to go in. So I'm just going to take a quick look at these three cards together and see if there's anything else that jumps out at me. I feel like the energy really shifts. From the first card, it's almost a feeling of like, oh boy, I'm doing this, like kind of excitement or overwhelm. And then the second card is about kind of, he's looking out to the ocean. You're looking out, gazing out at things and you know, looking at how things look from the outside. And then this card, I think, is about reflection and going within. This cat's sleeping. He's going within. And I feel like, again, if you feel like you're overwhelmed, if you feel like there's a lot of choices for you to make, a lot of different opportunities, one way to get some insight is, instead of looking outside yourself or asking for guidance from other people, is to do some inner reflecting. So that could be, you know, journaling, meditation, daydreaming, journeying, all kinds of, there's many different ways to go within. Okay, so that has been your weekly tarot card reading. And if you have any observations or insights that you want to share about these cards, please feel free to do that in the comment section below. And I want to say thank you so much for watching, and thanks for putting up with the kitties. I think they were happy to be part of this reading. And thanks so much for watching. You can check out my website, dailytarotgirl.com. I've got all kinds of fun tarot learning resources on there for you to check out. So have a wonderful, wonderful week.